Welcome back to this calculator. Today I want to talk about the new BGH Cloak and how it might actually not be as good as you think. So if that's the first time you heard about the cloak, I'm going to show you a picture, which is this one. So the new event that's actually starting tomorrow already. You have the ability to upgrade your BGH Cloak and ring to a better versions of themselves. And with the cloak actually receiving an additional 5,000 flat orange value to its item. If you think about that, that's actually great. That would make it the best damage item besides weapons, of course, and would make it greater than the Sargon amulet. This would be your #1 priority damage item because it would have so much base value damage. But then I looked at the screen and was a little bit confused. If you look a little bit closer, he has full damage enchantments, 5,000 flat damage, the 1900 almost base damage, no rubies, and only gets 3,386 damage out of that. Which is odd, because that's only the damage received from this value up here, the base damage. So this orange value is not actually getting calculated. And then today the updates came out and a little patch notes. And it's in here, it says in the middle, the ancestral glory has an additional 5,000 damage in the unique values compared to the old glory. Okay, the value is added directly to the absolute modifier, and this is bad. So this is not damage on this item, so the item's enchantments do not increase this value. Well, then it actually made sense. I made myself the freedom to copy the exact item he has here. So this is how the item would look. You would actually get a lot more base damage. A lot more total damage out of that, of course. So right now I would have, as a mage with no other conditional items, 76,500 damage. Only from this item alone, no rubies. But that's not how it's working. Actually, it is working like this. It is now total damage separate from the item. You can imagine it, it's like Set Boni items. This is why it's showing up here now. It's just 5,000 Set Boni item, only affected by your total damage percentages. So all of this damage on these items have no effect. And you can already see I lose 10,000 damage from that alone, just because this is not the way it is seen in game. I hope they change it so it's more understandable, otherwise it's very misleading. But now you want to know how this really affects your in-game character. So if we go in-game and look, so your base damage is calculated by these absolute and relative modifiers. So the 5,000 is just gonna be put on that absolute and be multiplied with that relative multiplier. Right now I have 193.5%. So if we go on the calculator again and put in the same value, 193.5%, you would see that this cloak alone in its current condition as a Set Boni damage gives me damage up to 184,000. If we change it to a normal damage value, it would give me 211,000 damage. This is 11,000, 16,000. This is 27,000 damage, if I'm not mistaken right now, difference. Just because the stat is not as advertised. So no, you sadly cannot use it as your damage item, because it is basically just it basically just has the base damage of its 1891 damage. So it's not better than Sargon Amulet, it's not better than Balor Ring for damage. It is just a nice addition to have. Which does not mean it's a bad item, but it's not living up to its full potential in my opinion. That's it from me for now. Hope this was informative to you and wish you good luck on your journey.